Today we are going to be resetting for 2023. The new year is right around the corner, and I know for me, I love the idea of a fresh start. Whenever I have a new week or a new month or a new year, I always feel very, very inspired. We are going to be making my 2023 vision board today, which we have made together over the past few years. I'm going to share my goals, my intentions for the new year, and I'm also going to show you my new system, kind of like a digital bullet journal. So I would love for you to stick around so we could do it together. Let's get started.
First things first, I need to take down last year's vision board and also reflect on the year and celebrate what I was able to achieve. And I'm so proud of us for building our dream backyard and building a pool. I'm so proud of myself for paying off my credit card bill. I'm proud of myself for getting in more of those self-care moments and not feeling guilty about it. 2022 was overall a great year. And now we get to start over with 2023. So how I like to create a vision board is by using Pinterest. I just think it's the easiest way to go and search through images that you find inspiring or really speak to you. One keyword I suggest is typing in whatever you're looking for, but also adding the word aesthetic, because all these beautiful like Tumblr style photos pop up and they're just so inspiring and they make the most beautiful collage. That's just a little tip, but you do you. Also, this is a great place to look for quotes because I think having a couple quotes on your vision board can be very, very inspiring. Don't overdo it with too many words. It should be more of a visual thing, but a couple quotes sprinkled in helps.
Now that I have everything pinned, I can go ahead and make my digital vision board, which I like doing because I set it as my desktop background and I also set it as my phone background. So I'm constantly seeing the images that inspire me and the images that I'm striving for.
So I love using Canva for just about everything, but also vision boards. They have a ton of collage templates to choose from where you can just easily drag and drop your photos in, or you can obviously start from scratch and make your own collage, but it just makes it super, super easy. I just save the images from Pinterest and upload them onto Canva, and you can make it the size of your desktop. You can also make it the size of your phone wallpaper. It's super, super easy. And again, I like to set it as my desktop and my phone wallpaper so I see it all of the time. Now, besides the digital vision boards, I do still love doing the physical vision boards, the old school way of cutting out pictures and pasting them or pinning them to a board that you can hang where you'll see it all of the time. Now, I used to do this with magazines or newspapers in high school and college, but now I just print off the pictures that I found on Pinterest. So everything just kind of flows together. I love choosing pictures that kind of have the same hue/color scheme, so it all just looks very cohesive. And then I'm just gonna pin it up onto my cork board where I will see it every day in my office. Now that my 2023 vision board is complete, I'm going to walk you through it. So one thing I want to do more of is yoga because it just feels so good to stretch the body, but also give my mind a break. In that same regard, I just want to appreciate the smaller moments, be more present, unplug, and just stop thinking about the next thing. I also want to be more creative, learn some new skills. I want to continue reading because that is one of my favorite things to do. And I have this quote that I thought was perfect for slowing down. Aside from that, in terms of relationship, I want to have more date nights with my husband and focus on us more, but also spend some more quality time as a family, just enjoying the little things, but also traveling. That is one of my favorite things to do, and I hope we get to do some more traveling in the new year. Now, as far as work goes, I just want to have fun with YouTube and creating content. I don't want to have too much pressure on myself, but at the same time, I also want to grow my channel and grow my community. That is a big goal of mine.
All right, now that my vision board is done, it's time to talk about my goals / intentions for the new year, which are on my laptop right here. But before we get into those, I wanted to share the new system that I'm going to be using for the new year. So if you have watched my channel in the past, you know that I was very much into bullet journaling last year. I loved sitting down and creating all the different layouts. I felt like it held me accountable in terms of my habits and journaling and reflecting and goals. But towards the end of this year, I just realized it wasn't feasible for me to continue spending so much time creating these layouts, and I was having a hard time remembering to pull it out and fill it in. So a lot of my habits went to the wayside, like vitamins, hydration, journaling, that type of thing. So I decided to change it up this year and find a system that was more digital, but still gave me that creative freedom at the same time. So I am using Notion for the new year. I've already been dabbling with it. It's basically a software / website that is free where you can pretty much do a brain dump, like to-do lists, budgets, meal planning, ideas, content creation, planning, just it's literally anything and everything. There's templates for anything you can think of. I found a free template. I'll link it down below, but it was a template that basically has everything and anything that you could possibly need, and you can customize it to look the way you want to and customize it to the things that you want in your system. Let me just walk you through it. All right, so this is my homepage for Notion. I just added like a cozy cup of coffee and a book, two of my favorite things. And I put a little quote here that says, imagine where you would be next year if you start now. And then right here we have 4 different areas. So I have content creation, teaching, miscellaneous, and personal. So we'll start with content creation. I have a creator to-do list, and I have like my weekly tasks laid out and my monthly tasks. I still need to kind of fill this in a bit, but I didn't want to do day-to-day because that's kind of what I use Google Calendar for. But I wanted to have a place where like long-term tasks needed to be listed out so I wouldn't forget about them. Going back, I have a content planner. So I have a calendar here that kind of shows me when my videos are going live, when I have certain campaigns or partnerships, whether that's on YouTube or Instagram. And then down here, I think this is my favorite part of this template. I list my video ideas here, and I also can put like the status. Oh, actually, this one is now live. So this one's published. This one I'm currently filming, and then I have ones listed that I've just thought up and need to kind of script out and all of that. So let me open up this one, which we're filming today. You can have the goal of the video. So sharing goals, vision board, Notion. You can add title ideas, which is fantastic. You can add thumbnail ideas. I usually just go on Pinterest and try and find images that resonate with me and that I kind of want to add for my thumbnail, because thumbnails are huge for YouTube. Then I kind of have different notes in terms of what I want my thumbnail to look like, or notes on what I'll be wearing, setting, and then I have a list of shots that I want to get done. So getting dressed, putting jewelry on, putting hair up, and this just keeps everything organized, and it helps me make sure that I don't miss anything. I try to add a lot of different shots to my YouTube videos because I don't want anyone to ever feel like bored. I feel like our attention span is so quick lately, so I try to add a lot of visuals to keep the videos interesting. For teaching, I have a teaching to do. I'm kind of working with this still. I don't know if I want to do a Tuesday, Thursday to-do list because those are the days that I teach, or if I just want to leave that for Google Calendar. But I do like the idea of doing weekly and monthly to-do lists just because it's more long-term. And then I have a place where I can add my lesson plans, which I still have to start for the new year, but it's winter break, so I'm taking a little bit of a breather. Under miscellaneous, I have another to-do list, but I don't know if I'm going to utilize it. Still playing around with this area because I do use Google Calendar. I love the meal planning. I always list out our meals for the week, so I know exactly what to shop for and I know exactly what to cook for each day. It just makes my life easier. So I love that I have a section for meal planning. And then I have a shopping list. So this could be anything. You could put which stores you need to go to. So usually mine would be like grocery store, Target. Again, I'm still learning and filling everything out, but I do like the idea of having a shopping list because before I would just like dump everything into like my notes app and it would be so disorganized. And then I have a brain dump place, which is pretty much just everything that I need to dump out of my brain and have on papers. Like it could be anything. Shows we want to watch, thank you cards that I need to give to my students, my assistant's coffee order. Now for personal, I love this because there's a habit tracker, which just makes it so much easier. Obviously I haven't done December because I just started using Notion, but for my habits, I want to read, hydrate, like drink at least 3 big Stanley cups of water each day. I want to work out. That's not an everyday thing. I kind of just want to ease my way back into it because it's been a hot minute. I need to take my vitamins, and I also love having no spend days on my habit tracker. And then there's a place for me to journal, and she has prompts, which is so cool. So I'll show you kind of what the prompt looks like. But you could do today's date is I'm feeling this way because of this I'm going to. I just love the prompts, and you can customize your journal prompts however you want to as well. Also under personal, there's monthly reflection, which is something that I had in my bullet journal. I have to change the date on this. There we go. She has one word to describe this month, memorable moments I learned, I want to improve on. And then I have this listed as 2023 vision board, but I think I'm just going to put that as 2023 goals, which we can talk about now. You can add the different areas of your life that you want to work on. So I have health, family, career, mind, travel, money, and then creative/hobby. And you can add pictures, which is really, really fun just to make it a little bit more visual. But for my health goals, I want to practice yoga 2 times per week. I also do want to get back into working out, but it's not something I want to put too much pressure on myself to do. I also need to take my vitamins every day. I need to hydrate, and I want to get more fresh air. I want to spend more time outside or just open the windows even. For family goals, I want to cook together more. I want to have more game nights, which we have been doing so much lately. I want to do more acts of service with the kids. I'd love to volunteer with them. They are a little bit young to go volunteer certain places. When I was younger, we would always go like feed the homeless around Christmas time or Thanksgiving, and I really want to do that with them when they get a bit older. But acts of service could be anything from just donating toys or passing out things to people in need, because my kids are always asking questions when they see people who are on the side of the road, you know, asking for money or food. So I think that would be important, and I want to do more date nights. A relationship is something I want to focus on more, just because we've both just been so busy and we've been focused so much on the kids that we've kind of like forgotten about us. So I want to have more date nights, and I also want to like check in with each other. I know like some couples do monthly check-ins, like relationship check-ins, and I think that's amazing. Career-wise, I want to learn more about SEO. I don't know a ton about it. It's really important in terms of YouTube. I also want to grow my YouTube channel. That's always a goal for me. In full transparency, I have almost given up doing YouTube like multiple times this past year, because as much as I love it and I love the community that I have, sometimes it just feels so stagnant, and it's so hard to not fall into the comparison game, the envious feelings when you see others like succeeding. Like I'm always like, you go girl, but I'm also like, why can't that be me? Now don't get me wrong, I'm so thankful for my community. I'm so thankful that I even have a channel and that people come to watch my videos. But it does get frustrating sometimes because I try to put so much into my videos. I put so much effort into them. I'm trying to just have more fun with it and not put so much pressure on myself, even though I still want to put out good content and learn more about editing and filming and all of that, which I should put here as a goal. Explore my creativity. Goals for my mind, less screen time, which is sometimes hard when you're doing YouTube and Instagram, but I know there are definitely moments in my day where I don't need to be mindlessly scrolling. So I really need to be better about that. I want to journal more, and I love reading. That's something I'm going to continue doing in the new year, but I think I want to read more self-help books. I usually just go for fiction, but yeah, if you have any recommendations, leave them down below, please. For my travel goals, we are hoping to go to Disneyland towards the kids' birthdays, so we have a bit of time because that's not until the fall. I also really want to go on a beach vacation. Money goals. I want to save $6,000 this year. That's lowballing it. I think we can do it, but I'm also trying to save for travel as well. So it's like a balancing act. If we save 6K and save for these vacations, that would be fantastic. And then for my creativity / hobby goals, I really want to take classes. Like I want to take a ceramics class. I think making pottery looks so relaxing and so cool. So I'd love to take a class on it, and I'd love to take painting classes. I used to paint and draw and sketch all the time when I was younger, and I feel like I don't really do it anymore. Another thing I kind of want to do is like learn Spanish. I'm gonna add that on there. Maybe it won't happen entirely in this year, but at least I can start because my whole mom's side of the family speaks Spanish fluently, and I would love to be able to converse with like my mom or my nana or my family in Guadalajara. So I think that's gonna go on my list. Yeah, that's Notion. I'm still learning it, but I love it so much. I think it's really, really cool that you can have a place for practically everything going on in your brain, because I personally have a lot going on in my brain, so it's nice to have a landing page for it. So that is going to be it for today's reset video. I hope you enjoyed resetting with me and getting prepared for 2023, and I can't wait to start the new year with you guys. I hope you're feeling motivated and ready for a fresh start. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.